We're having a Disney at home day, so if you're also missing the parks, this video is for you. I would want to go into the Kringle. Oh, I know I need to find her. Just in case anybody wants to hear this. Don't forget your guitar. Now that we are off Space Mountain. Cheers. Got the Hannah Montana drink. So for anyone who doesn't know, my name is Olivia and I am a Disney World girly. However, I do live in New York. So this is actually only the second video of this new series, but basically we are just bringing some Disney magic at home because of course we miss the parks. We miss either the food, the rides, just the ambiance of being at the resorts. So last month we actually did Hollywood Studios, which was truly so much fun. But today I was thinking, I feel like truly Epcot has been on my mind the most out of every park, but I also feel like I could go for a little bit of a park hopper day. So today we are going to truly just embody Magic Kingdom and Epcot. And so that is why I'm actually wearing my specific like attractions t-shirt, just because I did wear this in December to Magic Kingdom on one of the days. And funny enough, I also did actually have my hair in a bun. That's kind of the reason maybe why I did the bun today. But so how the video gets broken down is basically right now we are going to be talking about all Disney news, whether it's Disney news that is in the parks, whether it's movies, whether it's merch. And then after this, we are going to have a Magic Kingdom inspired dinner because truly, I shouldn't even say dinner actually. It's more of definitely like a morning, afternoon snack. But we are making some cheeseburger spring rolls from the spring roll cart in Magic Kingdom. And I will say, we have made them before. So I'm kind of excited to rehab them again. But then the last section, truly in the first video, I did kind of have it open to be like a questionnaire, but I do like the idea of potentially switching up like the last section of this video. For today, I'm actually pulling inspo from our friend Abby because she did a video, I want to say like 3 weeks ago, give or take. I just realized when this is getting uploaded, it was not 3 weeks ago. So regardless, Abby put a video up and she essentially did a no budget Disney trip where she just kind of explained like what she would do like if she had like a whole week in Disney no budget. So I kind of ever so slightly want to tweak it where basically I want to kind of do, if I were to fly down to Disney tomorrow, what exactly would I do? Because I think it's fun to imagine it. It's also ever so slightly a little sad because I'm like, oh my God, it's not me actually taking this trip tomorrow. But I think it is a very fun idea. So we're going to truly go through what my day tomorrow would look like if I was going to fly down. And we're going to have just such a fun day being able to have some of that Disney magic at home. But how we first start off this video also is actually doing the Joffreys of the month. Ooh, but before I do the Joffreys of the month, I forgot. I did actually want to light a candle to kind of also set a little bit of the mood because we are doing Magic Kingdom and Epcot. So I do have the Tiana's candle that was a part of the recent Bath & Body Works drop. And so we're going to light her. It will be my first time lighting her. She always... Oh my God, this is like the scent that I went back for because I first truly went to smell all of them. And then maybe like a couple weeks later, I like decided I was like, yeah, I want Tiana. Oh, it's so yummy. Here's to hoping I don't set off the fire alarm. I don't think I hopefully will not. Beautiful. Now that our candle is lit, we have our Joffreys of the month. So this month I got Hoppity. Oh, it does say Hoppity. Hoppity Ever After, which is caramel and dark chocolate, but it is a cutie little Easter blend. And I will say I'm kind of excited, and I know Nick is too, because it's caramel and dark chocolate, and typically like all the Joffreys we've gotten have been like either like milk chocolate. There's no middle chocolate. I was gonna say, oh, whatever like the middle one is, but I'm like, wait, that doesn't make sense. So anyway, this is the first one that's gonna be dark chocolate. So I do take my coffee a little light, and it's, you know, I can't even really show you guys. However you take your coffee, you know, Nick likes his black, so I want to see kind of how his reaction is, get him to taste just like the actual blend straight. But let's give her a whirl. Let me hold the side because this is really cold actually. Oh my God. That's amazing. Oh my God, Nick is gonna love this. Really, it's exactly what you would expect. It's caramel and dark chocolate, but it's just so scrumptious. And I will say, I think this is gonna be my own hot take, but I want to say that's probably my second favorite Joffreys I've ever had, like the grounds at least. My first one is a Valentine's blend. She's just so amazing. It's like caramel, coconut, and chocolate. That, however, is so scrumptious. Like, I can so see us drinking this so much. And the thing is, I don't even know if they're gonna have this in Marshall's, because we've gotten lucky where we've been finding like our actual Joffreys at Marshall's. But I want to say the last time I went in, I don't think I saw any, or maybe I only saw like one. So I don't know if they're like discontinuing somehow, like putting the extra Joffreys that don't sell or something out there. But wow, we're gonna have to look this up on the website. Wow, that's so good. It's so terrible. I just want to sit here and drink the rest of my coffee straight. Before I guzzle the rest of that drink down, let's start talking about the Disney news that I have seen within the last month. So the first one I think I want to talk about / potentially look up is actually Disneyland Paris, because in like the beginning of March, I want to say it was like maybe March 11th, they had a bunch of media go out and basically view the new park that's not like brand new, but like they're retheming a park name. And then I want to say it's maybe like the Walt Disney Studio Company, something like that, but they're switching that name to Disney. You know, I should have looked it up before I started speaking, girl. So it's called Disney Adventure World. There is Frozen, Marvel, and Pixar, but then there also is Rapunzel. I'm trying to currently see if like they're gonna show me just like what's in Disney Adventure World over being like in both parks right now. Okay, truly, I don't know if they're like, because I know I've watched videos on it and some people have like showed like sneak peeks, but I can't find like an actual section just because I don't think, you know, like it's up and running just yet. Basically, the main reason I wanted to talk about it is because two things that stood out the most to me was truly, you know, the Frozen section, which was just absolutely gorgeous, stunning, so beyond like every little fixture, every little light, like it just looks entirely like Arendelle. But there was one thing that stood out, and if we have not seen it, it was basically a real life Olaf. Like, my mind is blown. What do you mean? There's like an actual Olaf who walks around. He looks fluffy like snow. His eyes move. I don't think he speaks, but he's like life-size Olaf. So he's maybe like, let's just say he's like here. Maybe he's like up to here. But I was so taken aback because I know even when like Epic Universe opened last year and they showed Toothless, I don't know the like movies like that, but I know when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I'm like, that looks crazy. Like there's like how lifelike they look. And yeah, to see Olaf, I was like, whoa. This is so freaky, but so cool. But I've been loving all of the Disneyland like content I feel like I've been getting, because I'm just like, wow, like this, it looks so amazing. And don't get me wrong, out of all the like international Disney parks, I feel like truly Hong Kong is high on my list, but truly Disneyland Paris, you know, like it is a little bit closer to us. So I feel like that's kind of where we would go first, if anything, like if we were ever to, you know, like do like an international Disneyland trip. Yeah. It just, like that, like the Frozen blew my mind, and I forgot to say, like the second thing that blew my mind was like the Rapunzel section, because even though it's just like a teacup ride, Rapunzel has like no appreciation essentially, like when it comes to at least like our Disney World park, because the only thing that she gets is a bathroom. And even though it's so gorgeous, it's like, can we also please maybe have like something a little bit more when it comes to her, because she's iconic. So Disney Adventure World opens actually this Saturday, March 29th. So, I mean, I'm waiting. I'll wait for every and all content that is going to appear on my feed so that I can learn the tips and tricks. And then hopefully in the future, we get to actually go and experience all of it. So I want to say maybe a week after I filmed like the first ever like Disney at Home series, Bagu and Disney decided to give us a little teaser saying that they were going to be dropping like a collaboration on bags. And I will say, I totally get the hype behind having a Bagu in the park. Like it truly fits so much, but don't get me wrong, it can also get a little heavy sometimes if you stuff it, but if you don't, it's still just a really good park bag. But they announced this and all the Disney girls were like, wait a minute, hold on. Who said y'all was doing this all last minute? And so I had my eye on something very specific, and I'm going to show it when I start talking about the merch, because right now we are talking more about the parks. But they had like a floral bag, they had reusable bags with like the characters. Specifically on the Disney store, they had like Mickey and Minnie, and then I want to say like one other type bag. But you know, I'm saying all this and I totally forgot in one of the previous vlogs I actually showed the bag, so I might as well show her now. So I'm a very big Mickey Mouse girl, so the minute I saw Mickey Mouse, I said, oh, I know I need to find her immediately the day it drops. And the day it dropped, I completely forgot by 2 minutes and it sold out and I had a breakdown. And then later that night, they had it on back order. And so I ordered it and I was calm and I was good. But so they only had these then on Disney Store. I want to say it's this one, mini, and then there's one more bag. I just can't think of what it was, but you can't find that one on the Bagu website where it says like, you know, Bagu X Disney. You have to go to like the Disney Store app or website, whichever you have. I wasn't expecting it to drop so soon because again, they announced it and then literally like a week or two later, they were like, oh, shop the collection now, which again, we love, but I was like, oh, this is quick, so period. So my next two are actually about Epcot, but I have to say, I'm just slightly devastated because Flower and Garden is my favorite festival. And I don't think I'm going to be able to see Flower and Garden this year. But the reason I'm mentioning Flower and Garden is basically because they have like some either new or they brought back like certain actual topiaries. But the one that kind of stood out the most to me, because I was like, are we okay? Was Mike and Sully. And I totally didn't even realize that, like, I forgot like they bloom throughout the festival. Because currently Sully looks so skinny and like he has like no fur basically on him. And I forgot, people were like, oh, no, like, you know, he's gonna look like this in the beginning of the festival because by like May, the way that's when it ends, I was gonna say May, June. So by May, he's going to have his colors where I'm like, oh, that's gonna be so exciting to see like full blown Sully. But just seeing that, I was like, oh my God, I'm like, this is so freaky, but like kind of funny to see Sully like that. So like for the front of the festival this year, it is Toy Story because they are doing Toy Story 5, which I totally forgot about. But then Moana, she is like in the front before you enter like the World Showcase. I've heard Rocket, you know, right in front of Guardians, isn't playing music this year, I think, which is kind of weird. I want to say they brought back Stitch because I don't remember seeing Stitch last year, but he's in front of Mission Space. Or the, not Geo82, Space 220. That's what I was trying to think of. So that's where Stitch should be. But just seeing everything so far, that even just like the festival foods, like I feel like, honestly, we've never really partaken in like an actual festival food, like foodie crawl. Because there's definitely certain things that we like, but I feel like when we go to Epcot during a festival, we also kind of just want to enjoy like the things that we do enjoy, like, you know, from each pavilion in a way. So this is where I also have another hot take because this is where I know everyone is obsessed with the frozen lemonade from, I want to say it's somewhere in the front of the World Showcase where it has like the little flower. And I've tried it and I want to say maybe I tried it last year or maybe I didn't, and I definitely want to retry it. But that's not my favorite festival drink for Flower and Garden. Like mine personally is in France and it's just the rosé. And I don't know if they have the rosé throughout the year. I don't think they do. Like I want to say this is like a specific one, but it just tastes so yummy. And I just think about how I'm not going to be able to wear like any Flower and Garden fits or anything like that. But, you know, I'm saying this, if I also decide to be just like a little crazy and kind of bad and book like a day trip for Flower and Garden, don't be shocked if we see that. Because just like last year, you know, I do have my travel credit card, which is, you know, where I kind of get my flights instead of paying for it, I have my points. And then truly the only downer is that like without an annual pass, like tickets are just so expensive to go. And this is why it was nicer having the annual pass, because that's where we could be bad and just like, you know, be like, let's just go for a little bit because, you know, our tickets are paid for, but tickets are like outrageous nowadays. But on a brighter note, in Epcot, there's something that I was so hoping to do last year on my solo trip, because I did go out of my way to find this specific thing. But in the Figment gift shop, there is a photo booth, and truly, I went in there last year. I walked up. I already prepaid because it wouldn't let you see the options, because specifically there was like a photo booth like stripped like the like on your actual like, you know, photo that says Epcot, and it looked like old school, and I was like, this is so fun. So I walk in there, like I said, I prepaid, and then all of a sudden there's no Epcot available, but I want to say like randomly Animal Kingdom was available, but I ended up just doing me and Olaf because I was like, you know what, she's already paid, obviously I can't get my money back like that. But I guess they brought it back because now people are able to actually take the photo, and like on the strip it says like, you know, it's your 2 photos, it says Epcot and then 2 photos again. So you best believe next time I'm in Epcot, whenever that is, I'm going to go to the Figment gift store. I'm going to get into one of those booths because there are two, and that's what I thought that either like one had it over the other, but both of them just simply didn't have it last year, I guess. Oh my God, are we okay? We're like deep in the car like 20 times. But either way, I guess they are back now. So I think that is quite exciting because we did get one in Animal Kingdom, like, you know, before Dinosaur shut, RIP. But we got one that said either just Animal Kingdom or it said like something with like dinosaur on it, which was very fun. But I think it's just a cute little, you know, memory to bring home with you. And the fact that it just says like Epcot, I want to say it's either the Epcot ball or maybe there's like fireworks on it, but it's such a cute memory to be able to keep from it. Oh, wait, actually, I forgot because I was going to talk about the last thing for right now for the parks, but truly, I'll add this as like a little one, if anything. But on Spotify, you can now find the sounds of Epcot. So let me look her up for you so you can see what it is exactly. So if you want to feel like you're in Epcot, you can be. Okay, so this is like the actual composer, I think, of the Epcot soundtrack that you hear in the parks. Just in case anybody wants to hear this, I hope you have a great time enjoying it because it's like the sounds when you walk in or like you're roaming throughout, and it's just so beautiful. So I do have my phone again for the last thing because this came across my TikTok and I did not know about it and Nick did not know about it. And we both thought if we knew about it, we so would have gotten it in December, in August, in July, because there is a sweet treat that looks so divine. And I'm so upset we have never noticed it because it's been around for like maybe like a year and a half, give or take. But we're going to pop it somewhere over here. There is something called a Rapunzel Sundae at Storybook Treats. And what is in it, you may ask, is a shortcake with Dole Whip lemon and wild berry soft serve, topped with berry compote. Oops, oh my God, that's so embarrassing, don't laugh at me. Whipped cream and sugar flowers. What are we talking about? That sounds so scrumptious because those are all the flavors we both personally really enjoy. Like to me, I am a raspberry girl and I know it's like wild berry, but lemon, and then like there's cake, there's like the soft serve, like it just sounds like such a magnificent treat, and it looks so cute too. Like if you just look up on TikTok like Rapunzel Sundae, like Magic Kingdom, just you'll see what I'm talking about. Like it looks so amazing, and I'm just so upset we did not know anything about it until this month. But that's all right, because that means next time we're in Magic Kingdom, we do have a new sweet treat we need to try. So that's what's going on in the Disney parks that I've heard at least. And again, just like everything, there's probably so many more like things that have happened that I'm leaving out, but these are just things that like kind of stood out to me. But the next thing we're going to talk about is more now the movies and like kind of like, well, I guess one of them could have been in the theme park section, but I totally didn't think of that until this moment. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about currently just like the movies and like the TV shows and whatnot, any updates, because I think last month I definitely did mention something was going on with Hannah Montana. And so we finally get to circle back to this because funny enough, tomorrow she is actually putting out a 20th anniversary special, which I can say I'm excited for. I wasn't like a crazy big Hannah fan. Like I definitely was more like an Alex Russo kid. So don't get me wrong, I'm quite excited to see what this anniversary is about. But it was funny because last month we had like no idea what it was going to be. But now it's definitely looking like just like a concert where like she gets to like sing for her fans who got to attend like maybe like a month ago, like the little special. But then she also is like walking through sets. Maybe, you know, she'll have like a Q&A type of thing. But it looks like it's going to be so fun, and I can't wait to watch it tomorrow because, like I said, it's coming out on the 24th, so that's kind of cool. Next is actually, I think I might have also mentioned this last month, but do you think we should go see Hoppers? Has anyone seen it? Is it good? Because I think it looks fantastic, and I'm just kind of upset that I have not taken the time to go see it just yet. Since coming out, it's only gotten like amazing reviews. So I feel like now I'm like, wait a minute, now I actually kind of really want to see this. Cause like I liked the concept when I like saw the trailer, but I was like, okay, I'm like, maybe, you know, I'll wait for it to be on like Disney Plus or something. But now I'm like, no, I'm like, I want to go see Hoppers, like actually. And I will say the meme lizard is stuck in my head just like all the time. Like it's become one of my new favorites that I just like say to Nick constantly now. But let me know if anyone has seen Hoppers because I want to know if it's really good. Like it looks really good. So next is for my Marvel girls because a new Spider-Man trailer dropped. And I'm so excited. Well, I shouldn't say a new. It's the first one for the new movie that's coming out in the summertime. And I will say, when it comes to Spider-Man, Tom Holland was my Spider-Man because he was the first one I ever watched for Nick. He is a Tobey Maguire guy. I love Andrew's movies too, don't get me wrong. But I'm like, wow, I cannot wait to see how this goes. And I will say, I'm also really excited that Sadie Sink is in it because so far she is nowhere in the trailer. So it's like, ooh, who is she going to be? Like Nick keeps saying, I want to say, he said she's either going to be Gwen or like Spider Girl, something like that, maybe. But see, I'm a little confused because Tom put out, you know, like a post basically, you know, saying that like the trailers are going to start coming out and whatnot. But I don't know if he meant like they're going to come out in pieces or if it's like certain fans are going to get like certain parts of a trailer, because he said something about like trying to connect it through people. So I'm like a little confused on that, but regardless, I'm here for it. I love Spider-Man, especially Tom Holland Spider-Man. Cannot wait to go watch her in the theaters because I know that's going to be a crazy thing to try to go and see. This next one is probably what I should have mentioned in like the theme park kind of section, but I've never taken a Disney cruise and I'm not crazy just yet to kind of take a Disney cruise, because I will say, even though it looks so magical and fun, the price for like a Norwegian cruise or even a Royal cruise is significantly cheaper. And like, we'll get there one day, but if I want to cruise, I think that's kind of the route I'll go in this moment. But basically in Singapore, they launched on March 10th. I'm so cheating, guys. I'm looking right at my phone. But they launched the Disney Adventure, and I've been watching JoJo's World because, let me just say, this man, anytime something new is like coming out, he is on it, and it's so exciting to see. But then they also announced, like, literally, I want to say like when he was on it, like if it sailed on March 10th, let's just say March 17th, like sometime last week, they then announced another Disney cruise line, and I want to say that one is called Disney Believe. That's coming out either next summer or next spring. But I mean, if you're a Disney Cruise Line girl, I love that for you, because that means there are now, like, you know, just more options and new and excited boats and whatnot. But one day we'll go on a Disney cruise. And I think maybe that's what I'm afraid of. Maybe I'm afraid I'm going to go on a Disney cruise and get converted to never want to cruise on any other cruise line but Disney Cruise Line, because I wouldn't be shocked if that happens, honestly. Last thing for TV and movie is Lilo and Stitch, the second one, live action. She's actually coming, and that's also going to be very exciting. So hold on to your seats, because it's going to be a while till it comes out, because they're saying in this moment it's not coming out until May 26th, 2028, which, you know, it's only 2 years, but that's also, it's so far in the future. And I know it'll come before we know it, but it's like, wow, that's 2 whole years away. But it's going to be a good one, so excited for her too. So now the last part of this is us going to be talking about Disney merch, but the thing is, I'm actually not going to like share it anywhere on the screen. So like, again, if we want to research anything, I feel like I'm going to word it enough that like we can search it on TikTok, Instagram, or like, you know, find it, and even in like Google, if anything. But as we know, like I said many times, this bag is obviously something that stood out to me this month. But I think the most exciting thing that I have noticed this month, because I don't want to say like I saw it in February, but they have been recently dropping so many keychain options. And the thing is, I love me a good keychain, you know? I started very early last year, like the first trip on the annual pass. I got me my Mickey keychain, and then shortly after I got my Remy keychain, and then in the summertime I got my little pretzel one with like my little drink. But they have been dropping keychains that have either like just like the ears, like all different kind of ears, whether it's just like the plain black leather ones, if it's the fuzzy ones, if it's like, you know, the mini bow ones. But then I've also seen they've dropped like character keychains, like more character ones. They've dropped, I literally just saw this morning, they dropped fruit Mickey ear, like, okay, not Mickey ear, fruit Mickey head keychains. And I'm just like, you know, the year we're not annual pass holders, or not even if we're not even annual pass holders, like the time we don't have a trip, they have been dropping so much merch back to back to back to back, where I'm like, we already know like Gen Z is up in the office saying, oh my God, like we need to design this, this, and this. But it's like the merch this year, like none of it has been terrible. I feel like it has been popping off every single time I see a video come across my feed. I'm like, oh my God, I need that too. I need that too. Like it's just, it's so gorgeous. But that's what I'm most excited for. And same thing, I don't think I'm going to personally order online. I think part of the excitement for me is being able to like, you know, actually be in Disney and like purchase the merch when I'm there. But I'm gonna be very sad if, you know, whenever we go this year, because again, I know hopefully in my heart we will be going this year. I hope they're just there because I want a lot of them. So I can put it on my regular day bag, but then to also just accessorize my baggie when I'm down in the parks. One thing I regret not getting last year was like the Mickey like butter yellow, like cute little like sweater that they have. But I'm not crazy for this, but I can definitely see how a lot of people like would be excited for this. Essentially, they dropped a mini version and it's pink and it has, you know, Minnie's little face on it. It says Walt Disney World. She's very cute. Not my vibe personally. The Mickey one is definitely more my vibe. But I know like even last year when they had like the butter yellow Mickey, they had like Olaf, they had Figment. But I want to say like besides Minnie that recently came out, maybe like Chip and Dale came out. And like one more character I'm totally not remembering. But I also just bet they're cozy little sweaters. And who knows, maybe again, if it's still there whenever we decide to go, I will pick her up. Or maybe I won't. I'm not too sure yet. So see, another one that I think is kind of cool, but I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, is essentially they had a shirt come out last year and they restocked it, I guess like recently because it's been like not in stock for like the past couple months. Is essentially it has each park icon and at the bottom it says like Florida because I guess that's like one of her songs and like one of her lyrics. I think it's just a cute shirt because same thing, it's yellow, it's not like butter yellow, but it's a yellow shirt. I don't remember what like the actual Florida color is, but it's just, I feel like it's like a really pretty shirt to like kind of like have the standout be for the icons of the park. But then there's another t-shirt that I would go crazy for in Hollywood Studios and I would totally purchase her if again I was down there, but they came out with a Tower of Terror Glambot shirt. How badly I want it is an understatement. Definitely just look on TikTok or like Instagram to find it. It just looks so iconic. It literally says Hollywood Glam Photo Booth Co., where every drop is a photo op. So iconic. And then there is a sweater that I don't think I would get, but it's definitely, I'm like, ooh, she's giving like cool girl Disney. Is a like grayish type sweater and it has Mickey and Minnie in the teacup spin. You know, maybe I would get it. What am I saying? It's one of those where I'm like, oh, it's so subtle because it's just them like in the middle of the shirt and like the rest of it is just like the gray. But she's so stunning. But then the last thing I actually do have is I personally wouldn't get it. I can so see my sister, for instance, if she were to take a trip down to Disney, she would automatically buy it. But it is a hat that says I heart Walt Disney World, but it's cheetah. And I mean, I could also see it being a vibe in Animal Kingdom. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm saying I wouldn't buy it, but if I put it on and I was like, you know what, this is so given Animal Kingdom, you might catch me leaving there with that hat so I can wear it on my Animal Kingdom days. But just, you know, to whoever is coming up with the Disney merch, please never leave your job. We're all begging you to just continue to stay on and make amazing merch. Because not saying the merch was bad before, like it was still definitely good. It's just, it's so much better. Honestly, this year and like, you know, even like last year, it's been getting better and I think we're all here for it. If there's any Disney news that you have heard, by all means, drop it in the comments. I would love to chat back and forward about what we've seen this month or even like what's going to be coming in the next couple months. The next part of this video is us going to be cooking, but that's not going to happen for like another, I would say 4 hours for me. Just because we are going to be eating that for dinner and so Nick does not get off until 6:30 or maybe hopefully today will be his 4:30 day. I don't know just yet, but regardless, that's going to be the next thing we get to do and I'm excited because of course I'm going to be sharing the recipe with you because there is one that I'm following, but kind of just like any recipe, I do tweak it ever so slightly because like let's just say like for this one tonight they wanted Worcestershire sauce. But like, I know we're never going to really use that. So I didn't go out of my way to kind of like buy it. So I'll definitely show you step by step how we're going to cook our cheeseburger spring rolls tonight. But for now, I think I'm truly going to, I don't know if I want to watch Disney vlogs or like put on like a Disney movie. But I think I'm just going to hang around until later. And then I will get Nick to try the coffee because I do want his reaction because I'm telling you, I know Nick, he's going to take a sip of that and he's going to be like, oh my God, like last month, I didn't know where he was going to stand with it. But for now, we're not too sure what we're going to do because like I said, I can either do Disney vlogs, I could do a Disney movie, or I could just hang around until the cheeseburger spring rolls because truly, like I said, the last part of this video is going to be me talking about my perfect like day tomorrow if I were to fly down. So maybe I could just work on that if anything, like just really think like in this moment, what am I feeling like I would want to do tomorrow if I knew I was going to be on a flight? So maybe that's actually what I can do for now. But we will check in when we start cooking the cheeseburger spring rolls. So Nick is home finally.
Guess who's home?
But
you said it already.
Go ahead, try the Joffrey's.
Man, my nose and taste buds don't go together. Not bad.
You want to know what I told them?
You hate it?
No, I think that's my second favorite Joffrey's I've tried.
Really?
Yeah, like, obviously the coconut Valentine one, she's first. But, that...
This beats out the Irish one?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, by a long shot it does. Wow. Are we ready to cook our cheeseburger spring rolls? Because I'm quite excited. So I do have everything lined up, and I can't lie, it's not as many as ingredients as I thought there was. So I'm like, okay, wait a minute, this is actually, like, a really easy recipe. Also, we are going to hear the shower. That's because Nick is in it. But first thing you need is your meat. Don't know how much this is, but here, let me actually try to hold the bag up. It's like that much. I don't really want to show like meat like that because it kind of freaks me out. And then truly use whatever cheese you got. We personally have this one from Aldi's, and we're going to be putting 2 cups in. I'm going to do like a handful of these little dill pickle chips. We're going to do, I would guess like a tablespoon of mustard and then a tablespoon of tomato. That's not tomato, that's ketchup. What am I on? And then we do have some pre-cut onion because Nick is a saint and knows I don't like to smell onion at all. And then lastly, no it's not, I have to show you the spices. But here are the wraps that we're using. We have used these before and they are quite yummy. But then we have salt, pepper, and garlic. And this is where I thought, wow, there's not a lot of seasoning. But I assume you would also get the flavor from the actual, like, you know, like the cheese and like the ketchup and whatnot. Even like the pickles, that can also add it to it. But I'm going to cut a few pickles before we start. And I currently do have a pan heating up. I did not add the oil just yet because I don't want that oil to burn. But first we're going to start off with putting the onions in, and then you will get to see how we do the rest. This smells incredible, by the way.
It really does.
So I told Nick, I think, you know, of course we need to taste test right here, but then I did put it on our little, not piggy platter, that's what I almost said, our piggy cutting board, and then we'll just eat it on the actual, you know, coffee table. But which one are you going to take first? I'm trying to decide.
Let's take this guy. Oh man, they're still hot.
And then we do have our dipping sauce right below. Should we try it plain and then dipping sauce?
Hell no.
Excuse me.
Gotta go for the Swace.
Cheers. Wow.
That's Magic Kingdom. This is much better than the first time.
You know, we've made them either once or twice before. These, however, are the best version we've ever made them. Like this, literally, like, okay, if we fried it, I think it would taste exactly like Magic Kingdom, but since we air fried it, all the flavor is there. It's just missing that frying element of it, but these are spectacular.
They're so
14
hot.
of them. So last night we started Zootopia 2. I think that's going to be the movie we watch, even though it's given Animal Kingdom. I think it's okay, you know?
That's never a bad thing.
No, it's never a bad thing. We love Zootopia.
Politics is a little worse.
I don't understand. Why would your great-grandfather hide a secret for a snake?
Yes.
We briefly stopped the movie because I just learned that there is a secret Hannah Montana drink at Starbucks. But see, the thing is, I am not a Starbucks girl, and I guess people only got the notification in the app today, and I literally cannot see walking down the stairs. Oh my god, okay, I'm not gonna fall, I'm good. But basically, it's like a grande acai refresher with like 2 pumps of like raspberry syrup, I think. But I guess everyone is saying that that's literally what Hannah Montana would never like, because I guess there was an episode with her either having like a pie eating contest and she threw up, or like she just didn't like raspberries, period. But I'm a raspberry, like, is connoisseur the right word?
Queen.
Queen. I'm the raspberry queen, and I adore it. So I'm sorry, I feel like I really want to try it today.
Connoisseur would be the right word too. Good feeling.
It's so funny because I told them, I said, yeah, I'm not really a Hannah Montana fan. I'm an Alex Russo girl, and here I am running out to go get a Hannah Montana drink. I also have to mention that literally right after I filmed us just chatting about Disney news, literally they posted the Moana trailer shit, like the live action, the first ever trailer. So I was like, wow, what a crazy day we're having, I guess, you know? I think it's mandatory that we listen to some Hannah music right now.
Life is just a party, so come as you are. Dress it up or dress it down, don't forget your guitar.
So this is personally my favorite song, and I think it's Nick's because I've played it so much in the last year. Don't you know you can change your hair and you can change your clothes, you can change your mind, it's just the way it goes. You can say goodbye or you can say hello, but you'll always find your way back home. Damn, that's an expensive drink.
Christ, am I gonna get a paycheck?
Okay, girls, we got the Hannah Montana drink. It is a grande strawberry acai. It's supposed to be a lemonade. I will be honest, I did not know that. I thought it was just the refresher, so I did tell Nick to ask just for the refresher. But I will say, in the past, whenever I've gotten just like a grande acai, you know, strawberry refresher, I don't like it with the lemonade. So I think she's gonna be great. But then it is raspberry cold foam, 2 pumps of raspberry, and then no strawberry included. And I will say, the smells amazing. So let's give her a whirl and see. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is like so girly coated. I love this. I'll tell you what that reminds me of after.
It's like a pink drink.
See, that reminds me of that. Remember that coconut vanilla whatever thing that we got during COVID? That's what this reminds me of, but raspberry flavor.
I can, yeah.
It's like a sherbet almost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she gave us a straw. Let's mix it up and see if that makes it taste any different. But I'm a big fan of that. I would say solid 8 because it is kind of sweet, but I mean, I think it's really yummy, honestly. Like that on like a hot summer day, I can imagine that's amazing. Yeah, that's just amazing. Basically tastes the same.
I can't.
As we see, we're back. We finished our Hannah drink and we finished Zootopia 2. Both were amazing. I cannot believe how amazing that drink actually was. Because honestly, I can't lie, because of the cold foam, I don't think I thought it was going to be as good. Because I was like, oh, cold foam and like a refresher.
See, I thought it was gonna make it better.
So what would you rate it? Because I said 8 out of 10.
I'd give it a...
No.
No, it's bad because as jokingly as it sounds, that is what I would give it. I'll say a 7. I would give it a 7.
You're done. But, okay, for dinner, what would you rate her? Because
10 out of 10. Easy.
See, I was going to say 8 out of 10 originally, but truly, I think I would say 9 out of 10 now, just because it doesn't have that fry on it the way, you know, Magic Kingdom has it. But don't get me wrong, absolutely amazing. Actually, the best we've ever made, the cheeseburger spring rolls. And even like the, what's it called? The dressing that you made, or the dipping sauce.
The special sauce.
That was amazing. And I can't lie, when you said we were going to use Greek yogurt, I got ever so slightly nervous because I was like, ooh, what if it doesn't hit? It absolutely was so good. And like we finished the whole thing, which I feel like this
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's the first time we've ever finished something after making just like a quick little sauce, not using it like days after. If we have any suggestions for food, by all means, drop them in the comments. I almost played Hannah Montana because I am going to the last section in this video. I was the only one that did this last part, which was us basically imagining what our day would look like if we hopped on a plane tomorrow. So Nick has no idea what I'm gonna say, but let's be real, when we go to Disney, I'm always the person that is saying what we're gonna do at certain times.
No.
Okay, so Nick has, again, no idea what it is, but it's funny because I feel like my answer on this has switched because truly, I've been missing Epcot so much. But like, honestly, within the past, like, I would say like within the weekend, I've been thinking of Animal Kingdom because Animal Kingdom also just holds such a good place in our heart.
I've randomly been in a big Hollywood mood.
Yeah, I can't relate to you. So Nick, if we were to head to Disney tomorrow, ready for story time, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. If in the off chance, again, we get a great flight where it's 5 a.m. to basically 7:30 a.m., we essentially would get off around like 8:30, give or take. So I say we would be in the park by like 9:30 a.m., right? But see, the thing is, even though I'm in a big Epcot mood, World Showcase does not open until 11, and I personally don't want to kind of like, not like waste Epcot because we could definitely like rope drop the rides and whatnot, but I think it would be nicer to actually, you know, park hop and go to a different park, which is also the reason why I'm wearing this shirt. And I did tell everybody, even though I'm in a big Epcot mood, today we're park hopping. So we would be doing Magic Kingdom and then park hop to Epcot. So we're walking in at like 9 a.m., right? And truly the first thing that would have to happen is going into the Emporium. Because I don't see how I would want to go on a ride when there's so much merch that has dropped recently that I have not gotten my hands on, where I'm like, even though I'd be carrying it around all day, I don't care. I just want to go in there, shop, frolic around, and call that the first minute. What?
You wouldn't be carrying anything around.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, okay.
That's the first thing we're going to do. And again, we just got off of a plane, so we're hungry. So what are we going to do? We're going to walk to Sleepy Hollow and get some breakfast. I don't know if this is where you would want to get a cinnamon roll or if you would just want to get like the chicken waffle sandwich, because I think it is available at that early in the morning.
I'd rather get, as much as that was always our tradition, I gotta be honest, I'm kind of tapped on the Gaston cinnamon rolls.
They look different too. Have you noticed that it's not like just regular white icing, it's like a caramel icing, I think now?
I think, I did notice that last time, and it's still good, but it's so big, and then you get into it and there's not enough cinnamon. So I'd rather find a Joffrey's, get me a coffee and an apple fritter.
See, but that's the thing, we're not there yet, Nick. Joffrey's is on the docket, but it's just not happening just yet. So we would have to go eat breakfast, get a little fuel. This is where we can either sit on our ledge or go to the Hubgrass, because both are very cute choices. But because we are on... What?
I just thought, no, you know what my Magic Kingdom breakfast is going to be? A Casey's hot dog.
Those are scary. But because we're on the left side of the park, the closest ride that is to us, and hopefully again with Lightning Lane, we would be able to like basically book whatever we wanted, not doing Premier Pass, but like let's just say we got lucky and got to book all the rides in order that we wanted. We would do Pirates first, since it's our first thing. Then, on our way back, I know we just ate breakfast, Nick, but on our way back, we would get the cheeseburger spring rolls, obviously, 1 and 1. As then, we walk and do Space Mountain, because we have to do Space Mountain, and I would hope the mystery balls are back, because I fear they are gone, and that makes me really scared.
What are they going to put down there, though? It's just an empty cavern. At least we could have a mysterious ball pit.
Now we are going to go get our Joffrey's, Nick. Don't worry. I don't know what I would get, because I've honestly been wanting to try the s'mores one. Let me look her up and see what it is exactly. But, Nick, what would you get? Because I feel like you could potentially... You said, aren't you switching yours or no?
No, the only thing I'm changing is I'm done with flavor shots, because every single time I've gotten a flavor shot, I feel it just waters it down. And the last Joffrey's I got in our December trip before we left, I was like, you know what, let me just get a plain black shaken Jamaican, and it million times better. So I'm done with the flavor shots. I'm just going black coffee.
We know that I love the Joffrey's iced tea, and truly at that specific one, they either have peach, mango, or one other that I might be forgetting, or maybe it's just peach and mango. But I've always specifically at this like Joffrey station in Tomorrowland have always wanted to try the frozen mission to s'mores frozen cappuccino, I guess. But it is a mix of espresso, chocolate sauce, marshmallow syrup, topped with whipped cream, graham cracker sprinkles, and more marshmallows. So, yeah, that would be so heavy on your stomach. But again, I'm going to pretend that I wouldn't feel sick at all this day. Because again, it's going to be a perfect day. So truly, I would either try that or get one of my iced teas. But at this point, I would guess it's 11 a.m. Because again, by the time we ride, Space Mountain, by the time we ride Pirates and get like our little treats, this is where I personally think it's around like 11 a.m. So now World Showcase is open. So I know it sounds a little crazy, but this is where we would leave Magic Kingdom. And I know it sounds like maybe we didn't get to do a lot, but I think, we got to see the castle, got to do a few little things so that we can actually head over
Obviously
to Epcot.
got our merch.
Yeah, of course, that I'm carrying.
Okay.
We are getting to Epcot via monorail, obviously. But I want to guess, with waiting in the line and just like the actual ride from Magic Kingdom to Epcot, like with the transfer and whatnot, I say we would get into Epcot around like 11:30, 11:45, give or take, just by the off chance, right? So first thing we're doing when we walk in is Epcot pictures, of course. We got to pose with Miss Ball. And then there is a specific trash can that I've learned about recently that I want to go to next time. So I would prop the phone up there, get our photos, have you take my photos, wait for the monorail shot because it looks so good. But then our first ride, obviously, is going to be Guardians. And I say that one should be like 12:15, give or take. So we have time to kind of frolic in the front. If there's something maybe that stands out where we're like, wait a minute, we want to actually try that, then we have time to do that. Like we can get the pins. Maybe we would have time to ride like one of like the quick rides, walk through Moana, something like that. Truly, Guardians can really be like a toss when it comes to time because I feel like we've done it as quick as like 25 minutes. Or we're not going to talk about last May when we got Iran, but that was like over an hour and a half, I think. But I would say like the general judgment, if we're getting in at 12:15, I would hope to say we would get off by like at least 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Like a 40-minute experience. In our imagination scenario, our flight would be leaving at 8 p.m., 8:30, 9, in that range. So I think we need to leave Epcot by 5:30. Just to give it time, God forbid, if it is the 8 o'clock, then just to be safe. If it's more 8:30, same thing, I would push it to like 5:30. Or, no, I didn't say, I said 5:30. So I would push it to like maybe like 6, give or take. But see, now we just got off of Guardians. And what's right outside of Guardians, Nick?
More Joffreys.
Yes, exactly.
I got it
Correct
right.
answer. So I know don't they have like a Team Blue? No, that's Tron. They have, what is it? They have some type of blue drink in that one, in that Joffrey's. So I don't think I would want to try that one. Maybe that's when I would want to get my iced tea if I didn't get it earlier.
I've always seen at the Joffreys they have like the espresso martinis.
Wow, you would try that?
No. Just making
Okay.
an observation.
Now we have our Joffreys, and again, it's flower and garden season. So I think this would be the perfect opportunity to now walk around, look at some of the topiaries with our drinks, because I said it was basically we get off at 1 o'clock. And truly all this time, like walking through like the front, taking the pictures, just like seeing this, that, whatever. Then I say we go get lunch at La Cantina, of course. But let's just say, we're taking our time, eating our lunch, like not really rushing. But I also actually did write, because I forgot. I low-key have been wanting to try the avocado margarita. My only thing is I don't know if it's sweet or not, because I've heard like avocado and like ice cream or something, like when it's sweet, it's pretty good. I'm not an avocado fan, so I don't really know how true that is. But I feel like I would want to try it because it's one of those drinks that is always hyped up,
Yeah.
By that time, when we walk in the front and eat lunch, I say around like 2:30 is when we would be done, give or take. Right? So now we have from 2:30 to like 5:30, let's say. So that's like 3 hours to really just walk around the World Showcase, take our time. Definitely check out the gift shops and whatnot. But truly, I know, at least I hope I'm right, because I know it's kind of like a toss for you between frozen Viking coffee and your beer. I would like to believe you would have gotten your frozen Viking coffee.
Yeah, only because as much as I love that beer in Germany, I can get that here.
Okay.
So It's still special. It's not as special as the frozen Viking coffee. And if it's a hot day, but if it's a hot day, both sound good.
I feel like a hot day is more beer. And this time of year, it's like, it's decent. For whatever reason, I feel like if you do choose to get your frozen Viking coffee, I would want to go into the Kringla, or I would want to go into the caramel couche. Why?
Keep going.
So I want to look at the menu really quick with you to see what could we potentially get. Because, of course, we could bite a few little bites for the day, or we could save before the plane ride. We could get a school bread, which we've never tried, which is a sweet roll filled with custard and dipped in coconut. You have no desire to ever try that, but I'm curious.
Everything about that I dislike.
They have rice cream, which is rice pudding topped with strawberry sauce.
Oh.
Interesting. Then your lefse. Wait, how do you say it?
Lefse.
Which is a soft flatbread rolled with cinnamon sugar and butter. Did I say it wrong?
No, I read an item menu and it made me giggle.
Oh my god, they have a Joffrey's cold brew with sweet cream. Or they have a cold brew crumb, which is school bread inspired cold brew made with coconut flavored Joffrey's cold brew coffee, vanilla custard. I think I need to try this.
Look up flights.
Wait, look at frozen. Oh, that's what you get. Okay, so that's La Kringla. Now let's try caramel couche. I think I've wanted to try that, like, what is it? Like a bar. I don't know if it's a butter bar, because that sounds kind of not. Excuse me, what? Strawberries? They have chocolate covered strawberries and milk chocolate covered strawberries? Since when? Okay, see, I don't know if this is it. The caramel chocolate cookie sandwich, which is 2 Mickey chocolate cookies with salted caramel buttercream and frosting. That's not what I've seen. I've seen another one before that looks really good. It looks like I think we would go with the other one. The
Kringla.
Yeah, the Kringla looks a little bit nicer. Okay, so we decided on that. That's what we would get. We would walk into there. You'd get your frozen Viking coffee. We'd pick out a little sweet treat for the plane ride. But then, truly, I know myself where I wouldn't get a lot of like drinks or food because I would kind of be full at that point with the what did we just eat? La Cantina? Yes. Yeah. So I know I'd be like kind of full, but walk through, each pavilion, possibly split a drink, because I did look at China and I was like, ooh, my dragon butterfly, but I was like, I don't think I could take her right now.
You're really not including the...
I don't think I would take Violet Sake.
That was the name. I forgot it for a second. You're like, oh,
fake fan.
You're like, oh, now you forget her name.
The only thing, at this point we'd be walking, and I would like to guess it's like more like 4:30, so we have like an hour left. But maybe that's when I would feel ever so slightly peckish, because I love the French bakery, and I might potentially want to get some ice cream at the La Glacier. How you say
Glacier?
It? Wait, let me see. La Artisan des Glaces, I think.
The glasses artisan.
I can tell I wouldn't want to try the brioche ice cream sandwich, because I want to try it one day again, but if we're going tomorrow, not after everything we just ate this day. Maybe one day we could try the ice cream martini, because she sounds good. Right? Let's go to the French bakery, because that's where it's at. Of course, we're going to get a baguette for the road, but... One day I also want to try their food, because their breakfast sandwich that we got, that was phenomenal. Yes, it was. I liked it.
And I'm very happy you did.
Would you get your apple crumble pastry or?
Oh God, yes.
I have to get a pain au chocolat. What am I on? Oh my God, that's exactly what I would get.
Pain au chocolat.
That's exactly what I would get. Because if we don't know, recently I've had a obsession with chocolate croissants, and I have not yet tried it from the French bakery, so that sounds exactly like what I need to get. Because there's also, I don't know if it's this one where it's the yogurt mousse with berries or just the chocolate mousse, because one of them essentially is like a chocolate, I'm gonna say it is a chocolate mousse, but then it's like strawberry, raspberry, whatever jam on top, and then like raspberries on top. I want to try that one day, but I can't. I have to do the pain au chocolat.
Jam.
Oh, this is what it is. The framboise, raspberry mousse, chocolate cake, raspberry jam. Wow. That's what I think of. One day I would love to try the creperie too. But I think I would want to try a berry or like a sweet crepe, because I don't know if I would want to try
butter and sugar.
They have milkshakes. I think I forgot to mention, with Timon being on our side, we would have the chance to do Frozen. But I think the last thing we would do is ride Remy's. And at this point, it is like 5:30, give or take. Or maybe not. Or maybe we can walk around Connections, because I totally forgot. We did not even check out the merch there, which we have to do. But we would then sadly leave around like 5:30, 6 o'clock. Get to MCO airport, and if it's JetBlue, because truly we've taken a lot of JetBlue flights recently. If it's not, then we will be going to Terminal B, I think, for Spirit.
It's either B or A. Well, there's only 3 options, so.
But I mean, maybe I'd get like a fry from Chick-fil-A, maybe not. I don't know if you'd get your Shake Shack, but then the Chipotle is in Terminal, I think, B. So maybe that's what I would get. Just as like maybe a little something, or I would just eat, the little goodies that we got too, because at this point we did have like 2 meals and a bunch of snacks throughout the day. So maybe we wouldn't feel like too crazy hungry. But I would imagine we would be so exhausted, but so happy with everything. So Nick, did you like the day that I created for us?
I think it's a perfect day.
Right? Get a little bit of both, get the best of both worlds. Wink. But anyway, this was our Disney at Home day. And I mean, she was great. I got to chat about my Disney things, of course, which was exciting. And then again, the cheeseburger spring rolls, so shockingly good. Like the best that we've made. But like even the Hannah drink, totally unexpected. I did not expect to leave the house kind of after I got back earlier shopping for like the spring rolls and whatnot. And I know I've said it, but if there's anything we want to see or talk about, by all means, drop her in the comments. Or because I don't think we're going to be doing a Disney at Home video for at least like a month, possibly 2, because we do have a cruise trip coming up, but it's not Disney related. So I just know that's going to be more what I focus on. But if we have any ideas for the next Disney at Home video, by all means, follow on Instagram, because that's where I will post any question box if we do a question type style next time. Or even in the comments, again, just to say this, that, whatever. Look at you. But this was fun. I can't wait to have another one. So with that, we will see you guys in the next one.